ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you very much. Welcome all across America. Hold up that Wally cutout up there. Very good. That's very good. Welcome, everybody. This is it. This is the hot show on television. We've got a fantastic group here tonight once again, and we have some really ludicrous people on the show. Now, first of all, we have a guy who's been on before about 6 months ago. He's a liberal professor, Frank Delugo. He's here complaining. He said he and his fellow liberals are going to fight to make sure that Judge Bork does not get the nomination to the Supreme Court. He says Judge Bork is a racist. And he also says I should not run for mayor of Los Angeles. Then, if that isn't bad enough, we have the most raunchy, degrading, barbaric, the most degrading and crude radio and TV personality back here to spread his degrading things, the poor man. The poor man from K-Rock. And also we have the godfather of rock and roll, Bill Gazzari from Gazari. And he brought along some of his female Gazari girls. Now, Bill Gazzari, who was known as the godfather of rock, has a kind of a mafia image, and he wants to throw a Wally for mayor party at Gazzari's, and I'm not sure it's good for my image. He's going to come out and try to convince me, and I'll let you decide if I should go there for my mayor party, okay?
I think you better go there.
Now, before we start with my commentary tonight and all that, and our questions from the audience, I want to introduce my great crew. In the booth, the amazing one, the bombastic Kevin Little in the booth. Let's hear it for Kevin. Our director. He's our director, and on the floor, here he is. He's becoming a familiar face on this. Here's Chris Little. Let's hear it for Chris. Here he is. And our very lovely new producer, Gia DeSantis. There she is. And of course, my good friend, the one and only David Kennedy. How you doing, David?
Okay.
Well, we got a good crowd tonight.
I think you better go down to Gazzari's place. Yeah, he'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
That's right. Okay, let's hold it down, the audience. Shh. Hold it. Everybody quiet in the audience. It's time for my commentary of the night now, and then we're going to get to our questions from the audience. So everybody turn their TV up real loud. I want you to pay attention to this now. I have one more comment to make on this whole Jim Bakker affair. Now, Jessica Hahn, the girl who claims she was sexually assaulted by Jim Bakker, has revealed herself to be the bimbo I always knew she was. Now, hold on. Let me explain to you why I say that. During her interview recently with Barbara Walters on 2020, Jessica Hahn was in tears as she told Barbara how horrifying this whole embarrassing experience was for her. She complained, wait, hold it. She complained about all the terrible publicity, and she longed for her return to privacy. She said she wanted to end this nightmare and put it behind her once and for all, so she could forget this sordid experience. That is a bunch of bull-loney. Let me tell you what Jessica's up to. USA Today reported last week that Jessica Hahn spent 5 days in Hollywood talking to agents about a book and a movie based on her affair with Jim Bakker. Now, Jessica, hey, this is great. Listen to her quote. Jessica Hahn was quoted in USA Today as saying, quote, Jessica Hahn, "I would consider anything if the price is right." Now, wait a minute. Does this sound like a girl who wants to forget her affair with Jim Bakker? Hey, she doesn't want to forget about this Jim Bakker episode. She wants to make some big bucks off it, right? I repeat her quote from USA Today. Jessica Hahn said in Hollywood, "I would consider anything if the price is right." No. Hey. Do you get the feeling she whispered that in Jim Bakker's ear? Hey, do you get the feeling she set Jim Bakker up? I do. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Wally George here with Hot Seat on this Saturday night. And, of course, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in our 5th year of Hot Seat. Hope you all watched the anniversary show. David, here we are in our 5th year here together.
Can't believe it.
Can't believe it. David Kennedy and I have been working on television together for over 10 years now. How about it for David, huh?
Hey, Wally.
Yeah.
When Jessica said she wanted to put this behind her, maybe we ought to take her at her word and put her on Hot Seat.
Yeah. If Jessica Hahn wants to talk to Barbara Walters, I want her to talk to me too, huh? Okay. Now, are you ready? It's time for the mailbag. Here's a real little smart aleck family who wrote to me.
The whole family on one card.
They sent me a postcard, and they call themselves the Willets. The Willets. Says, "Dear Mr. George, we heard that you are running for mayor of L.A., and as soon as we heard that, we took the first plane for Europe. Hey, listen.
Just stay there.
Why don't you just stay there, you maniacs?
Leave him over there.
Here's another real loser, David.
Okay.
Here's a guy who signs his name Bert.
Oh. Let's see what little Birdie has to say.
He says, "Dear Wally, you keep criticizing Gary Hart for having an affair with Donna Rice." He says, "You're just jealous. You wish you had found her first."
He may be right about that.
Hey, that isn't all. He says, "P.S. I bet you'd like to date Jessica Hahn, too." Hey.
How did he know you so well?
I don't run around with bimbos. Get out of here. Here's one that has jelly beans on it.
Must be from Ronald Reagan.
Hey, this is a kind of a strange, kind of a good and bad, David.
Okay,
This comes from a girl named Sherry. No perfume. Dear Wally, I like your hair.
Would you send it to me?
She says, I also think you're cool, but my friends hate you. And she says, and that's why they are no longer my friends.
Nothing wrong with that one.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Keep that one.
What a loyal.
Yeah.
What was that girl's name again?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
And finally one from a guy.
Probably wants to go out.
Finally, a great one from a guy named Brian. Hot Seat is the hottest show on television on Saturday night. All right, very good.
Signed, Brian Lockwood.
Now, all right, now let's go to the audience and get some questioners. Come on up. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Hold it. Shh. Hold it. Quiet down, please. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Wally. My name's P, and I was wondering what
Hi.
you think of the Iran-Contra hearings.
Well, I think the Iran-Contra hearings it's just a circus. They have this whole affair just to try to destroy Ronald Reagan, but they're not going to get away with it. Thank you. Yes. Okay, come on up, guys. Okay, now hold it. What are you guys here for tonight?
We got a rap for you, Wally.
Wait. You got a Wally rap?
We got a Wally rap.
Hey, do you want to hear the rap? Hold it. Here we go. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, boys. Here we go.
Hey there, Wally. Give us another chance.
Oh, one
okay?
more time. Okay, one more time. Here we go.
Hey there, Wally. This is Alton. That's Mike.
We got a rap. We know you're alive.
We watch the show every Saturday night.
You got a good point of view, and you're always right.
So thank you a lot, Wally, for having us on.
Get on with the show, Wally. We're
Gone.
Very good.
Very good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
You're all right.
Next. Come on up, next. That was very good, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, I got to record that for my next album. What do you think? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'd like to know what you think about the self-made millionaire Barry Mimko taking off with all his money.
Well, you see, there's a lot of punks in this country, but what we gotta realize is the greatest part of America. They are. You see, we only only hear the bad news about the bad people in America. That's what the press always plays up. Try to tear down the country, tear down Ronald Reagan. But I'll say the great majority of Americans, and especially those who watch this show, are great Americans. I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to Hot Seat. Everybody, hold it down, the audience. We've got a great audience tonight. We want to remind you that you people here in Southern California watch us every day, Monday through Friday at 4:30 to 5 for the Hot Seat Hotline. Join me here every day. You can talk to me on the phone. So I'll see you here Monday through Friday at 4:30 to 5 for the Hot Seat Hotline. Now, David, let's have our first victim sitting on the hot seat tonight.
Leading off tonight, we have liberal professor Frank Delugo, who is here. Hold it. He's here to criticize the nomination of Judge Bork to the Supreme Court. Among other things.
Now, Professor Delugo has been here a couple of times, and I say it's a couple of times too many. What do you think? He's the original. Hold it. He's the original flower child. Now, Professor, why do you walk around? Why do you walk around dressed so ridiculous? Why do you dress like that?
Because I am about to initiate a new age.
A new age?
The age of Aquarius.
Oh.
Yes.
You're initiating. Hey, he's initiating the age of lunacy.
That isn't new.
Professor, Ronald Reagan has nominated to the Supreme Court one of a truly great American, a great conservative, Judge Richard Bork, and I say it's a great move, don't you? But you stupid idiot liberals are opposing the nomination of Judge Bork to the Supreme Court. Why would you possibly oppose this great man, Robert Bork? Why?
Why?
Yes.
Well, let me first say that I'm an ultra-liberal. That's a little different than
An ultra-liberal?
Yes, that's right.
A liberal lunatic.
Liberals are too moderate. They are too conservative.
Now, why are you against Bork?
Well, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Obviously?
Do you know
Why?
that man is a racist?
What?
He's a racist. He has the same ideas as Hugo Black, who was a Ku Klux Klan member. Can you imagine that?
How dare you say that Judge Bork is a racist? Do you think Ronald Reagan would nominate a racist?
Oh, absolutely, he would, wouldn't he? Well, I must say, you are addicted. You are addicted to Reagan. It's like a Reaganomics. You must go to Reaganomics Anonymous.
Listen, Ronald Reagan has nominated Judge Bork for many reasons, because he wants for a change to tilt the Supreme Court to the right. It's been tilted to the left for way too long, and what I'm trying to say is this: we need a more conservative court, don't we? Now, what is wrong with having a more conservative Supreme Court?
Well, the problem is the Supreme Court has been far too conservative so far.
Oh, come on.
Yes, it's been too far the right. Now it's going to the ultra-right. That's against evolution. It's against evolution.
No, Judge Bork, hold it, everybody. Judge Bork is in favor of what all the majority of Americans are in favor of. Judge Bork is in favor of the death penalty for... Oh, don't give me that look. He's in favor of the death penalty. Are you opposed to the death penalty?
I most certainly am. I'm opposed to the death penalty.
Tell me, why is it wrong to put to death a cold-blooded murderer? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? It's a human being, too.
It's an animal, that's what it is.
We all evolved from animals, of course, but we must attend to higher evolutionary levels in a new age. We must be more civilized.
The just punishment for a convicted murderer is the death penalty. Isn't that right? You see, once you're a convicted first-degree murderer, you no longer are a human being. You're nothing but a low-down, rotten animal. And I say this, you liberal bleeding hearts keep on complaining about that it's too crowded on death row. I say, hey, let's put a revolving door on the gas chamber. Now,
can't agree to that.
What would you do? How would you punish convicted first-degree murderers?
There it is.
How would you punish them?
I've waited to tell you that. I've been just waiting. Listen, we must start from scratch. We must have a new system, educate children in a different way, be more civilized.
Wait a minute.
Right, we have to
just answer me that one
change
question.
The world.
How would you punish a convicted murderer?
Well, as the situation.
Yeah, I know the best punishment.
Now,
have him watch him on television. Watch this guy for an hour is worse than the death penalty.
I'll convert them yet to a higher...
Hey, you brought that stupid flower again. I can't...
One for you, I brought one for you. No, you got me.
Send the flower child back.
That was a flower child. All right. You still haven't told me. I want to get an answer. A clean cut answer. How would you punish convicted murderers?
I haven't sit on his lap.
You had the solution right there. Let a expert psychiatrist like I am talk to them. I will convert them into humans.
You'll convert. He wants to have convicted murderers have a cozy little chat with a psychiatrist and turn them loose again. Now, hold it. Also, Judge Bork is also against the killing of unborn children. He's against abortion. Now, why are you in favor of abortion?
Well, abortion must take place before...
Hey, you know what?
Birth.
Hey, you know what? It's a shame his mother wasn't in favor of abortion. I'll be right back. Here with Hot Seat, and my guest is this lunatic liberal professor, Frank Delugo, who is against Robert Bork. You know what? You can be against Bork all you want. You can whine and cry and moan, all you liberals, but I have news for you. Judge Bork is going to be nominated, and the Supreme Court is going to have the Ronald Reagan conservative stamp on it for 100 years from now.
10 years.
And there's nothing you can do about it because Bork will be nominated. What do you think about that?
Evolution will take care of that.
Evolution?
Yes, we are evolving, see, into the age of Aquarius. You cannot stop that either. Eat your heart out, Wally, eat your heart out. It's coming.
Hold on, Professor.
You have 10 years, conservatives,
Hey,
and then...
Professor, don't talk about evolution. You still haven't evolved into the human race.
Professor, did I hear you say a couple of minutes ago that you thought abortion should take place before birth? I think that's a great rule. I think all abortions should take place before birth.
After that, it's murder. You don't do that. You don't kill babies.
Hey, wait a minute, Professor, talking about abortion, you see, when a baby is aborted, it's not a fetus, it's a baby, and if you're for killing babies, no wonder you liberals are such lunatics. You're for, you know what, it's such a contradiction. He's in favor of killing unborn babies, but sparing the lives of convicted murderers. How about that?
No, I'm not for killing babies. I'm not for
when you
killing
have an
any
abortion,
human
you are
being.
killing a baby,
Absolutely.
stupid.
I'm not for that. Well, I am for birth prevention. We're overpopulated. That's the problem. We must prevent some births, but it must never be done by murdering
How many
anyone.
children did you
No
do
fetus,
that?
no nothing
How many
like
children-
that. You don't kill that.
Don't shake your stupid finger at me. How many children did your parents have?
Only me. I'm the only one.
I don't blame him.
They only had you?
Yes.
They had one child too many. Now, I understand, Professor Delugo, that you also are very much against Reagan, and you are in favor of the Sandinista government in Nicaragua, and also in favor of President Ortega. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes, I am. Yes, I painted his portrait. He loved it.
Well, that
Together
means
with Washington.
That means if you're in favor of the Sandinista government in Nicaragua and you're in favor of Ortega, you are in favor of communism. So you favor communism, don't you?
That isn't communism. I mean, that's Sandinism. That's a different thing.
Oh,
How
come
often have
on.
I say that
The
to you?
Sandinista government and Daniel Ortega, President Ortega, is a puppet of the Soviet Union, isn't he? You know that.
He's like George Washington. He is a liberator for the people of Nicaragua, a man for freedom and
He
peace.
wants to turn over Nicaragua to the Soviet Union, and he's helping the Soviet Union take over all of Central America, and Ronald Reagan will not let that happen.
That's not happening. It's not happening.
Now, I also understand that you've been flouncing around town, trying to put me down as running for mayor of L.A. You're trying to be putting down my candidacy. Why are you against me running for mayor of L.A.?
Well, you said you would bring back the Yorty days. That's a fossil from the past. It's a fossil in the wrong strata. It doesn't belong into the
Hey,
aquarium.
talk about
age.
fossils. You're a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs didn't look like this.
I want to clean up L.A. and get rid of perverts like you.
They're not.
And as a
Fascism.
matter of fact, I think I'll start right now. You're
That's
out of here.
fascism.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to Hot Seat. We'll get to our next victim, David, in a moment. But right now, I want to remind you people at home that we do love to hear from you. Write to me. I love to get your letters. Some of them, as you can tell, I read on the air in the mailbag segment. And if any of you out there might want to come down and sit on the hot seat and debate me on some issue, write to me and let me know about it. Maybe I'll invite you to come down and debate me on the hot seat. Just let me know what you want to talk to me about or argue with me about, whatever, if you got the guts. But whatever you want to write to me about, I read every letter and I answer every one, so write to me. My address is just, if you want an autographed picture, I'll be glad to send one out to you. It's free. Here's my address, Wally George, Hot Seat, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803. That's Wally George, Hot Seat, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803. Now, if you want to come down to a taping of our show, we tape the Hot Seat show every Wednesday evening, about 6:30 in the evening. So if you want to come down and be a member of our studio audience, call the numbers on your screen right now. Any day, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 and 6. Leave your name and your telephone number and how many tickets you want, and we'll invite you to come down for a future taping of Hot Seat in the audience. Of course, the tickets are free. So the number to call, what's the number? In the 213 area code, it's 464-6111. 464-6111. Are you ready now? In Orange County, in the 714 area code, get ready. It's 999. 999! 5,000! 999! 5,000! 999! 5,000! One more time, 999! 5,000! Very good, okay.
What was that number again?
5,000. And now, hold it down, it's time for our next victim. Time for our next victim on the hot seat, David, if you will.
Okay, our next guest, Wally, is here to say that you are too violent and pornographic to be on television. Here he is, the poor man.
The poor man!
Shaka bra.
Poor man, stop it. Okay, poor man. Now I understand.
Hi, Wally.
Hi, Tim. Poor man. I understand you're back again, and I understand that the reason you're back here, I didn't even know you were going to be on. You bribed my producer, Gia, to get on the hot seat again. Now,
Wally.
yes.
Wally, I cannot tell a lie. I offered her a night with me, and she said, "Fantastic."
I have news
I don't
for you.
believe that.
I have news for you. If he tried to bribe Gia with a night with poor man, Gia.
That's gone.
Okay, now hold it. Now, hey, poor man. Hold it. I have heard, as you know, I've been calling you pornographic, and you are. Just the way you dress is pornographic.
Wally, I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. This is a free country, but I hate to tell you this, Wally. I mean, this is a tough thing for me to say, but I also think that you're obscene, Wally. Yes. Now,
good old Wally.
You can call Mr.
Now, Wally, let me.
The audacity to call Mr. America obscene.
First of all, that breath certainly is.
Hey, I wouldn't talk. He shouldn't talk. You know what? He has never even heard of arid underarm deodorant.
Hey,
this guy hasn't had a bath in about 8 months, I think.
Now, Wally, you are always talking on the hot seat about that you hate on television
obscenity.
Sex and violence,
And
right?
violence, right.
Well, Wally, I hate to tell you this too. We have a bootleg tape of your very own hot seat, and we're going to show that you are a violent man, Wally
Wait a
George.
minute. Did you put this tape together
Yes,
yourself?
I bootlegged it. I that's why I had Gia, and she got me this bootleg tape.
Gia's not going to be here long.
And you're trying to say on this tape, you're going to show that I am violent?
Yes, let's run the tape, Wally. Let's at least, this is your own hot seat.
All right, now I want you to hold on. I want people to understand that this is probably very poor quality because he took this off the air and he himself on his little cheap tape recorder, he dubbed this. I haven't seen it yet, but I understand it's lousy quality. He's trying to prove by this tape that I am too
How
violent.
many people say let's run the tape and then decide?
Go.
You're such a punk. Don't you ever call parasites, man.
For you to sit there with your stupid smiling face over there, I think you are scum. What do you think?
And physically throw his invited guests off the show.
I'm gonna get you, Dees. He hit me
Don't
on
wait.
stage, folks.
Hold on, pal.
Wait. I'm telling you right now. Hey, listen, stop it.
Get off of me.
Now listen. Hold on. I am. Shh. That's not violent. That's just standing up. Hold.
Wally.
Hold. That's just standing up for my rights.
Wally, I think in all fairness, now that was taken off your show, but in all fairness, I think we ought to let your audience decide what is or what is not obscene. Do you agree to that? All right. Exhibit A, all right? This to me, before Exhibit A comes out, this to me is a work of art, a work of beauty. A sculptor would be proud of this. Stephanie, will you please come out? This is not obscene. This is not obscene. Okay. Wally?
What are we going to see next?
Exhibit B. Another work of art, a thing of beauty, something that everybody can appreciate. It is not obscene. Sunday, come on out. Here's Sunday.
Hold on now. All right, hold on. Everybody. Hold it. Hold it down, everybody.
Let's beat that.
Let's take a vote. Hold it down, the audience. Let's take a vote now. I say these two people.
Looks good.
Wally.
No, let's take a vote now.
Okay.
All those who agree with me that these two girls are obscene, applaud now.
Everybody out here who thinks that was not obscene, applaud now.
Okay, Wally, let's throw the audience out. Keep the girls.
Wally, there is one. Hold on here a second. There's one more thing I have to show you, folks. This, for those of you who have very stomachs that get queasy, who have trouble seeing things that are exceptionally gross, this next exhibit, you ought to hide your eyes, those little children in the audience, because the next thing I'm going to show you is obscene. Let's bring out Exhibit C right now. To the microphone.
This is the... I don't care what anybody says. That's the worst obscenity of all time. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Wally George, and now with the final segment of our show. We'll get to our final guest in a moment, but I want to remind you people here in Southern California who watch me listen on KLAC, if you can, every Monday night for the Wally George Great American Radio Show. We're on radio every Monday night for 3 hours. You can call me on the phone between 7 and 10 p.m. every Monday night on that great country music station, KLAC. And on Monday nights, we talk for 3 hours, and you can call me on the phone on whatever's on your mind. It's a great, and we have some ludicrous guests on. So I'll see you every Monday night on KLAC 57 on the AM dial, 7 to 10 p.m. Monday. KLAC, Mallrite Communications, a great station. Proud to be with them. We're going into our 10th month now. I can hardly believe it. So now, David, time for our next guest.
Next up we have the man who is known as the godfather of rock and roll, Bill Gazzari.
Bill Gazari. Here he is. Where's Bill? Bill Gazzari, the godfather of rock, and you brought your Gazzari girls with you.
Yes, and let me...
You don't have to lean into the mic.
And let me introduce them. These are the Gazari dances for the year 1987. First quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. And this is Cindy. This is Michelle. This is Randy.
Okay. All right, now, Bill, hold on a minute, Bill. Now hold everybody. Bill, I understand that you have planned on that you want to put on a Wally George for Mayor party at Gazzari's. Now, Bill, you know I have to think about my image, right, guys? Now, Bill, you got to realize,
and
Bill,
your image sucks a little bit.
What is known as putting it on the line.
Bill, wait a minute.
They don't agree with you.
Hey, I don't care if you're a godfather, I'll kick your buns off of here.
No way.
Now, wait a minute. I got to worry about... I appreciate the fact that you want to do a Wally for Mayor party at Gazzari's. Now, but first of all, I do have to worry about my image. Your image kind of sucks, too, to tell you the truth. Bill, you have the look of the mafia there. I mean, you look like... you look like you're from the underworld or something, Bill.
Let me give you the good look. Just a second.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Bill.
Let me explain something.
No. Let me ask you some questions. Before I permit myself to do my Wally George for Mayor party at Gazzari's on the Strip, I want to tell you this, Bill. I have noticed some of the things that you've been involved in. You're not only known as the godfather of rock, this guy has also been known as the godfather of porn. Wait a minute. Bill, you have had the erotic awards at Gazzari's. Those are the porno awards. Oh, come on.
But there was no porn in the awards.
Yeah, wait a minute. And you have had porno stars like Carol Connors and Tracy Lords down there.
And I gave.
Well, hold up, Bill.
And I gave Tracy Lords an awards.
Yeah, but listen, I don't think that's a good image. Do you think so? Bill, really, I'm ashamed of you. You've been known for years for your rock music, and I think that's great, but why would you lower yourself and let porno stars come and perform in Gazzari? Why would you do that?
Well, first of all, they didn't perform, number one. Number two, let me explain it to you without interrupting me, because I know you got your big mouth.
Hey, I want it. It's my show, isn't it?
Listen, I don't want to get you thrown out of here, so hang in there for a second.
Hey, hold on, Gazzari. Around here, I'm the godfather.
You see my gun mounts here?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, one word and they'll throw you all the way to Cleveland.
Hey, Bill. Now before I agreed to do this, tell me some good things some good people that you've been involved with.
Well, let me explain something to you. Gazzari's is primarily rock and roll.
Right.
And it is 1,000% for rock and roll, and the young rockers, they're the best people in the world. Just a minute. Okay? But we are very versatile in there. In the 60s, there was a preacher by the name of Arthur Blessed who was preaching out in the street trying to save the hippies.
Okay, we only got a minute, Bill, so hurry up.
Well,
okay.
Only a minute?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take longer than a minute.
Who else have you had on? Who else?
Just a minute.
Have you been associated with?
Huh?
Who else have you been associated with?
Hey, don't push me. Anyway, after they arrested him, I bailed him out. I let him preach in the club, and I made a star out of him. His name is Arthur Blessed. He walked around the world with a cross. He's
Who else, Bill?
an audience with the Pope.
Okay.
He's been to the White House, and I've made the Gazzari dancers have become stars.
Who else?
Barbie Benton,
yeah.
Catherine Bach, Terry Copley, and then as far as the rock stars, you got your Van Halens, Jim Morrison and the Doors. Just a minute.
All right, then let me ask
Just a minute.
Hold on, Bill.
Tina Turner, the Go-Go's, Berlin, Rat, Motley Crue. Just a minute.
Hold on, Bill. Let me ask the audience. Okay, you've heard it now. Do you think I should have my Wally for Mayor party there? Okay. Bill?
Just a minute.
You can add Wally George to the list.
Just a minute.
That's all the time we got, Bill. We have to go. We're going off the air. Bill, I accept your invitation.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna
wait a minute.
Don't say wait a minute. We're going off the air. Good night, everybody.